I sincerely hope I'm in focus right now. Hi everyone, how are you doing? It's been a few months. I say that every video that I make. This is not a great time for me to be filming this video, but I am filming it because this month I'm doing vlogmas, not 30 or not 24 days, 12 days of vlogmas. I'm gonna do it every second day starting today, so you're gonna be seeing me a lot. I didn't have time to film this video until right now, and it needs to be uploaded today, so I need to film it now before the light goes. It is currently 30 degrees. I am sweating. If you see that happening on my face, that is that's the situation that we're in. The second situation is that the kitchen is above my room, and when someone is cooking right now in 30-degree weather, I don't understand, but okay. And when someone is cooking, then it can be heard. If someone turns on the tap upstairs in the kitchen, there will be noise. So I apologize for the background noise of this video, and for the fact that I'm not used to this and sweating. You know, things are only gonna go up from here. Just only gonna go up. So yeah, I will be seeing you every single day of this month unless you unsubscribe from me, which I understand, to be honest. Anyway, this video is called Popular Books that I haven't read. Yes, that's what these books are. Popular books I haven't read yet. And these specifically, these 10 books, are books that I feel ashamed that I haven't read. Like, for the most part, I don't feel ashamed about my giant TBR. Like, the fact that I probably haven't read half of those books, I'm fine with. It's fine. But these books, I feel ashamed. These books, something needs to happen. Like, it's a problem, and I want to share that problem with you. So, hi, my name is Dylan, in case you forgot, and these are some books that I really should have read by now. The first one is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I read Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, that is the first book, and nothing else. That's the only Harry Potter book I've read, the first one. I have, okay, listen, don't judge me. I have, as you may be able to see, the hardback set, and then the paperback set, and then also the illustrated editions of the books, and I've read the first book. So, do I need to give you an explanation? Like, and there's so much Harry Potter merch. Like, there's so much Harry Potter, like, things that I keep seeing. Like, there were Harry Potter socks. There was this Harry Potter, like, journal that you open and the pages are, like, lit and, like, they light up. And I was like, that looks great. It was $50 and I was like, putting that back. But actually, it's, like, a cheaper version of, like, one I've seen that's more expensive that's, like, a legit, like, book light. But there's so much Harry Potter stuff, especially now around Christmas time, that I want to purchase, but it's like, I haven't read the books. I've watched the movies, like, every year, probably, like, twice a year, every year since they've come out, and around Christmas time I watch them as well, but I haven't read the books, and the books are always better, so need to read that. I'm sorry for hitting you, and also not reading you. The next book is also a series of books, and that is this. This is The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, and The Return of the King by J.R.R. Tolkien. I've also watched the movies for this, really loved them. I feel like these are classics, and The Hobbit as well, that I just need to consume and just need to, like, have read. I've heard mixed things. Some people find it to be boring, some people find it to be, like, not... I'm, like, brushing away the sweat. Some people find it to be, like... I don't know, I've heard mixed things, but I still feel like it's a book that everyone should read, so I should read it. The next book is a book that I'm hopefully, probably maybe shouldn't say this, but hopefully going to read this month. We'll see. And that is The Book Thief by Markus Zusak. I know very little about this book except that everyone loves it, and that it's amazing, and that it's unique. The author is Australian. There's a movie that I haven't watched. The next book is a similar situation. It's another very loved book that I don't understand why I haven't read. I've started this book like a year ago, and I don't know why I didn't continue. I just didn't. I only got like 20 pages in. So yeah, I really want to read it. It is Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Ellery Sands. I really want to read this book. I've heard such good things, and I just, like, need to do it. Maybe also this month I could read this. I shouldn't be making these promises, but maybe I should. The next book is a book that I don't actually have, because it's an author. It is Rick Riordan. I have read Percy Jackson, the tap. Can you hear the tap? I don't know if you can even hear the tap in the audio, but I can. I've read Percy Jackson and the Olympians, I think it's called, that first 5-book series. I read that like a long time ago, like 7 years ago or something. I don't know where I pulled 7 out of, but like something like that. And I loved it. I love the world, I love the mythology, I love Greek mythology. I haven't read anything since. Like, I haven't read any of his many other books since, except last month I read, or like the other week, actually, which was last month, I read, or listened to Magnus Chase, and I was like, I love this. Like, why have I not read the Heroes of Olympus series? And I'll tell you why. The covers, I hate them. The Australian covers, the American covers are like good, but like the Australian covers, no. They've been on sale before, at like a good price for like the box set, and I can't bring myself to buy them because I just don't want to own those covers. And the ebooks are more expensive than the covers, which like, don't even get me started on that. But yeah, so I don't know, maybe I'll just give in. Maybe I'll just give in and buy the covers that I hate. The next book is Persepolis by Mary Jane Satrapi. This has been probably in more of my TBRs than any other book that I own. I have told you and then lied to you that I was going to read this month after month after month, like when I used to do TBRs, and I just have not read it. And I've heard great things. I feel like I will love this, and there's a movie as well, and like I just haven't read it, and I just don't understand. I mean, I do. Those birds are so loud. I just don't understand why I do this to myself. The next book is Days of Blood and Starlight by Laini Taylor. This is the second book in the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy. I feel like there should be a bookmark in here, possibly. There it is. I got this far through. I love the first book. I really like the world, really like the characters. The main character has blue hair. I mean, I don't have blue hair now. I mean, it's there. But like, I love the writing, I love Laini Taylor, and I really need to finish this trilogy. I feel like I will love it. I'm loving it so far. It was just getting very dark and very bleak, and I was like, I like told you about it. I was like, I'm getting discouraged about like reading this book because it's very bleak and I can't see the light, and I love it, but it's also very dark. And you were like, it gets worse, and I was like, oh, so let me just not read it for years. So I'm gonna blame you. Do you hear the wind? Is like the world conspiring to be noisy right now? Yeah, it's really windy. I am getting so distracted. I really need to finish reading this series. I feel like I will love it, and I want to read her other books as well. The next book is Dark Places by Gillian Flynn. This is the last book by her that I haven't read, and I got this far into it like a year ago or 2 years ago, who knows. I feel like I'm really gonna like it. There's a movie. I feel like I've said that a lot for a lot of these books. I really want to read this. I feel like I will enjoy it because I enjoy all of her books. I love her. She's one of my favorite authors. And I want to watch the movie. It has Charlize Theron and Nicholas Hoult in it. And I've heard mixed things about the movie, but like really good things about the book. The next book, or actually author, is Neil Gaiman. I have read The Graveyard Book. This is the only book from him that I've read. I haven't read anything else from him, and I really want to read everything else from him, especially Stardust. Stardust, the movie, is my favorite movie ever, and I want to add to that experience with reading the book. I feel like it's not going to be as good. The book isn't going to be as good as the movie, because the movie is astoundingly good. If you haven't watched Stardust, stop the video and go watch it immediately. It's better than this. Don't waste your time on me. Go watch it. Like, honestly, like, cancel this video and rewatch it if you've seen it already, because it's so good. But yeah, I really want to read that and all of his other books. I have been watching American Gods. I really like that. He has a new series coming out, and it all looks really interesting and something that I'd really like. So I really want to get into his adult books and just like everything. The last book is a book that I read halfway through, and like I don't understand why I didn't finish. Like, this is a book that you need to read as a reader. Like, it's not a requirement, but it's, like, kind of a requirement, because it's, like, Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Like, I haven't read this book. I've started it, but I haven't finished it. Seriously, can you hear the wind? I have started it, but I haven't finished it. I don't know if I was liking it. I think I was reading it for school. That's possibly why I didn't finish it. But, like, I need to. It's Pride and Prejudice. I have another copy of this, and I own all of Jane Austen's books, like, multiples of them. I think Emma, I own, like, 3 copies of that. I haven't read that. I've read Sense and Sensibility and Persuasion, and those are the only 2. But I haven't read the other ones, including Pride and Prejudice, so I should get around to that. So those are the popular books that I haven't read yet, but plan to read very soon, hopefully. If you haven't read some of these books, let me know in the comment section below. Also, let me know how you've been, because it's been a while. And yeah, this was fun. This was good, except for, like, the sweating part. But, like, everything else, and the noise thing, but everything else was great. We should do it again, like, in 2 days? Cool. See you there.